Hello everybody, welcome back. Sports Federation TV here, and we look after sport in the Western Cape. As I told you earlier on, we were speaking to the guys from Full Contact Kyokushinkai Karate. They are off to Japan to go compete in the World Championships, and we're lucky to have a number of athletes from the Cape Town area on their way to go and to see what the world of Tokyo looks like, or at least the world of Japan in Tokyo as they compete there in the internationals. Joining me now on the show and to tell us more about Kyokushinkai Karate, 8th Dan Shihan Kenny Uytenbougaard. Shihan Kenny, welcome to Sport Federation TV.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Nice to have you. Long overdue. We've had so many karate guys, part of the KSA structure, on the show. So we're happy to have Full Contact here, Kyokushinkai.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And we're joining in Corne Fourie. Corne, jy is natuurlijk een van die fighters wat Japan toe gaan. Voel je reg?
Ek is so reg soos wat ek kan wees, ek dink.
Alright, ons gaan gedurende die show met jou gesels oor hoe jou oefening gegaan het, wat die tipe oefening jy gedoen het. So folks, before we go to find out more about the Kyokushin side of things, we've got a couple of videos that the guys did at their dojo, and we'll show you some of the highlights and interviews from that. Let's quickly take a look and see behind the scenes, how does Kyokushin karate look. Right, folks, well, there you go. Full Contact Karate. You can see the training is... Shihan Kenny, training there looks rather intense. A lot of bag work, a lot of power stuff, strong low kicks and punching.
Combination of techniques necessary. Obviously, you can't go kicking certain individuals or students walking in the dojo, so we have to use the bag as part of our training.
Yeah.
Very essential part of the training. So bag work. And of course we do body conditioning, which was not shown here, but the body conditioning is also very definitely part of the training. Speed is part of the training, muscle definition is part of the training, stamina, etc., etc. So every combination or every aspect of body conditioning, mind setting, mind control, etc. is practiced in the dojo, yes.
So Corne, as ons net kyk na daardie oefening daarso, jy het nou 'n paar maande hard geoefen, lyk my. Hoe dikwels oefen jy nou in 'n week?
Wel, ek oefen omtrent 3 tot 4 ure 'n dag, 6 dae 'n week. Sondag vat ek gewoonlik af.
So jy het een dag af in die week?
Ja.
So jy werk nogal hard in terme van oefening. Jy sê jy train so 4 ure 'n dag.
Ja.
Nou, hoe survive jy? Hoe cope jy met daai? Is dit spesiaal eet en jy moet natuurlik uit jy weet oop hou natuurlik vir beserings en so?
Ja, ek probeer my bes om uit gevaarspad te bly, maar die tipe sport wat ek doen, kyk er nie regtig daarvoor nie. Maar ja, dis taaf, is moeilik, maar ek geniet elke oomblik van dit en dit is my passie, dis in my bloed. Baie mense vra vir my hoekom doen ek dit aan myself en ek het nie regtig 'n antwoord daarvoor, dis net soos jou passie. Yeah.
Shihan Kenny, let's go back to you. Kyokushin Karate has been around a long time now. It's the headquarters are in Japan. Something like 12 million people around the world that does Kyokushin. How do you find? I mean, you've been around a long time now. 8th Dan, you're one of the highest ranked instructors in the world. How do you value Kyokushin on an international level and a national level?
First, let's go internationally. Internationally, just for update on stats, the number that in 2014 was in excess of 14 million officially registered membership for Kyokushin karate. So we passed the 14 million mark. Internationally, if one goes through the different countries, we are significantly represented Kyokushin in so many different countries. In South Africa, we have officially registered 47,000 members.
Right. And Kyokushin Karate is part of Karate South Africa, which is the only body for karate in South Africa, with SASCOC. So you fall in line with KSA.
Yes, let me give you some insight into that. It comes from our international interaction with the Japanese Karate Federation and the World Karate Federation, where our organization was approached. And as we know now that the World Karate Federation has made its way, and we must give a lot of credit to them, they are now officially on the next Olympic list for consideration to be accepted as an Olympic sport. Now that means a lot. Us being a full contact and the WKF practice a semi-contact, we committed our organization, because of the size of our organization, we committed ourselves to assisting the WKF, the World Karate Federation, to achieve the recognition and to make sure that, because the Olympics is going to be hosted in Japan, that the karate fraternity is fully supportive of the attempts to be recognized as an Olympic sport. So we have committed ourselves to that, and in so doing we have aligned ourselves with that.
Yeah.
And it's historically it's also the first time that a semi-contact and full contact organization have come to terms with each other after many, many years and have the same objective.
Right, folks, we went out to the dojo and we also spoke to some of the instructors at the dojo. We managed to catch up with 5th Dan Kyokushin Kai Shihan and Mike Shuttleworth, who's busy teaching some of the students and also getting now ready to go to Japan to go compete in the World Champs.
We have a team from this dojo of 13 people, from South Africa 19 people, and people are going to do kata, full contact fighting, and some people are even going to go and grade in Japan. The young school girls probably done 140 hours of training over the last 4 months. We've been training 4 or 5 times a week, hour and a half every session. So I think they're pretty full of karate at the moment. You can actually see the last week or so they've been a little bit worn down, not the same spirit, so we'll give them a little bit of a break before we go. We leave on Tuesday, and we'll have a couple of light sessions in Japan, and after that, it's showtime. Well, yeah, these girls, they've done a short trip to Reunion, had a tournament in Reunion, but this is a really biggie. This is people from all over the world, between 1,400 and 2,000 participants in various age categories, weight categories, but in any of their categories there's going to be 30 plus participants.
Corne, jy is natuurlijk voorheen al daar, so 2015 het jy na die wereldkampioenskap gegaan. Van wat ek nou verstaan is al baie afdelings en so. Wat kan mense verwag as hulle na die kompetisie gaan?
Wel, daar is baie fighters, meer obviously as wat ons aangewoond is aan hierdie kant.
Ja.
En sterk kompetisie, die mense is regtig baie goed. Die Japanese en die Russians is veral
is hulle die sterkste
mense met wie jy moet rekenskap hou. En ja, so ons sal maar kyk as ons daar is of
het jy al enige gedagtes oor jou eerste paar fights wat jy gaan hê? Weet jy wat verwag jy?
Ek weet my eerste fight wat ek gaan hê sal teen 'n Mongolian meisie wees. So ek hoop maar Ek kan nie op hierdie stadium sê wat gaan gebeur nie.
Ja, nee.
Ek hoop om
Is jy opgewonde? Is jy reg? Voel jy reg en sterk?
ek voel reg, ek voel baie ek dink ek is in die beste kondisie as wat ek nog ooit was.
Ja.
Ek het hard geoefen en baie ingesit, baie effort ingesit, so ons hoop vir die beste.
Ek moet sê ek hou baie van julle sweetpakke daarso, die Suid-Afrikaanse sweetpakke. Dit lyk baie fancy. Bietjie 'n paar mense wat kan leer hoe om sweetpakke te maak, as hulle na julle sweetpak kyk. Right folks, we also stuck around at the dojo and then we managed to speak to 5th Dan Shihan Jason Dawes. He's one of the senior coaches in South Africa and he tells us a little bit more about the expectations for these athletes as they head off to Tokyo.
It's one of the biggest martial arts tournaments of its kind in the world. They're expecting between 1,400 to 2,000 participants. And that spans like the premier event, which is the All Japan weight category tournament, which includes foreigners, and the women's world tournament, which is also in weight categories. And then you go down to the juniors from 5 years old to 17 years old in different weight categories, as well as the old men, the veterans, also in age and weight categories. And then there's the kata, which is also divided into the junior and senior division. Every junior who comes here to the tournament is a champion in their home country. So it's just, a fight amongst champions, and you can imagine how everybody's prepared, physically prepared, mentally prepared, and it's tough to do well over there. Yeah, we've got some promising people coming from here. I mean, we're looking at our juniors with an eye to what they can do in 2-3 years' time once they pick up that experience, which is vital. When you go over there, everything's new. Everything's different. I mean, you don't recognize any of the words, you don't recognize any of the signs, there's just buildings everywhere. The food is totally different from what you're used to, although you'll probably find KFC there. Not that we can eat that. And before the tournament, we'll just be prepping for the tournament. So we won't be doing a lot of sightseeing. Afterwards, once everybody's relaxed, we'll take them to see the sights and show them a little bit about the culture of Japan.
Oh, welcome back, folks. Yeah, Shihan Jason Dawes. Shihan, Kenny Uytenbougaard, 8th Dan. Give us a quick idea. How does one get to be an 8th Dan? Is it some? It sounds to me like something that not your average guy on the street walks away with an 8th Dan.
To get to 8th Dan, first of all, to progress from a beginner, you start as a beginner, depending on the age you start.
So you're 8th Dan. You must have started a long time ago.
1965.
Right. So you've done a few hours.
January 1965. Yep. So a lot of time put in, a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Having obviously along the way, you start finding yourself in terms of as a student. As a student, you don't know what's going on. Your instructor is telling you to do this, to do that. You just say yep or us. And you do what you're told. There's no understanding or anything like that. And the instructor will repeat maybe 100 times that you must do this, you must do that. And you keep on shouting, us. And then one day you come and you go to the instructor and you say, you know that if you do this and this, that is going to happen. And the instructor looks at you and says, but I've been telling you that over and over.
Is that what karate is about? It's about
repetition, and just not getting that student on the floor is communicating with you, but not maybe understanding fully.
Yeah.
And so you go through the different stages like you would in any growing up stage. And as you grow with karate, so you become to understand it better. And so your recognition goes with that.
But the practice of karate is a physical practice, but there seems to be that through that hard physical practice you get to learn a little bit more about yourself as an individual.
It's always about learning about yourself.
Yeah.
It comes to you first. You're on doesn't matter what you're doing, what exercise you're doing, what techniques you're doing, what kata you're doing, what you're doing. But once you're on the floor, you're part of a process. And as you move along with that process, so you find out more about yourself, more about your body, more about what you can do, more about everything around you. And so you become a lot more acute with understanding surroundings and people, etc. Over and above just doing techniques. It's what you are doing to actually benefit others.
Contribute back to society.
What are
back
you
to the
benefiting
dojo.
back to your community, back to your students, and you as a person? They really do assess your character and your presence, what kind of person you are. And from 7th Dan, from after you've graded 6th Dan, you may grade on the floor, do whatever and demonstrate whatever, but then from there on you get graded according to, again, what your contribution is and what you mean to the organization.
Wat jy vir die kinders sal voorstel om karate te doen, Kyokushin karate?
Definitief. Ek dink dit jy leer soveel dissipline en dit hou mens, ek weet dit hou mens uit die moeilikheid uit.
Ja, is dit hoekom jy dit gedoen het om jou met die moeilikheid te hou?
Nee, ek was baie soet.
Jy was baie soet. Luister Corne, ons gaan dit daarso nou los. Best of luck vir die trip. Ek weet jy het nou verskriklik hard geoefen. Soos ons gesien het in die video, die Kyokushin karate is 'n tawwe sport. Jy moet hard oefen vir dit. Dis nou wêreldkampioenskap tyd. So ja, good luck en hopelik kom jy terug met 'n paar medaljes vir Suid-Afrika.
Baie dankie.
Shihan Kenny, just on a final note then, you've got a nice team contingent going across. A number of athletes from up country and some Cape Town guys. They're going to be up against some tough competition though.
The number of countries that are participating at this tournament obviously is enough to be concerned about. Never mind the countries that one has to be wary of.
What do they think of the South African? Are they scared of the South African guys?
Well, everybody's scared of everybody. When you come there, if you're not scared, then there's something wrong with you. You really are scared. It is overwhelming. The setup, the number of people participating over the days that you're there, and it's a great opportunity for every sports person to get to know another sports person from another country, and that's what it's about.
Shihan Kenny, thanks for joining us here. I know that you've got your hands full and you're very busy. To both of you, thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing your progress, and good luck in Japan.
Thank you very much, we appreciate it.
Corne, dankie en welkom. Wel, soos ek sê, good luck vir Japan.
Baie dankie.
Right, folks, Sport Federation TV, we talk about sport in the Western Cape. Of course, all the federations that are aligned to the SASCOC structure, into the provincial structure, then into the districts. And Karate South Africa is, of course, the umbrella, not umbrella body, but the mother body for karate in South Africa. And Kyokushin IKO organization falls in as part of Karate South Africa. If you want to win yourself a case of bash shoes, they've been around since 1899, then all you need to do is SMS the word bash shoes to 33090. We mentioned this earlier on, 33090, and congratulations to last week's winner, Abdul Isaacs. Abdul walks away with a case of bash shoes. Abdul, somebody from Federation TV is going to get a hold of you shortly. That's a wrap from me. I'm in for Lenyukta Chetty. We'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Have a fantastic sporting weekend. Bye-bye.